Hi, welcome to A Punk with Toys. I'm Lawrence. Today we're going to take a look at the Super 7 Ultimate Thundercats Lionel. So if you like the channel, give me a thumbs up, follow the channel, Instagram, A Punk with Toys. So, quickly, I'm going to get right into this, and I'm going to be honest, I've been on the fence about ordering the Thundercats, and to be honest, all I wanted was the four main characters of Lionel, Panthro, Chitara, and Tigra. I might pick up one here or there depending, but the biggest reason why I wanted to get it was I've never had an Ultimate. I've never felt them. I've never seen how they were. And if I'm going to go down the road of G.I. Joe with the Ultimates, knowing that it's a $55 price point, I wanted to feel them before. And to take a dive into $200 for 4 figures, I was willing to do that rather than wait till the G.I. Joes come out and then feel like I'm kind of locked in. I guess you're never locked in. You have the choice. But with all the G.I. Joe stuff coming out, the Valaverse, which fits with the G.I. Joe, and knowing that the Ultimates will not fit in with the classified scale, I wanted to take a look at these, see if I was actually going to like the Ultimates rather than having two different size lines. Again, the Valaverse fits with classified. The Mezco that I've invested in, those will fit with classified even if they are scaled a little bit bigger or smaller. They're still going to fit once you have them posed. So, quickly, let's get into it. And again, I've never had these, never had any Ultimates, so I didn't know how they came packaged other than seeing them on shelves and stuff. So, I did order these from Dorkside. They were $50. Big Bad Toys also has them for $50. Entertainment Earth has them for $45. And the question is this worth $45? $55 if you're still looking at the G.I. Joe Ultimate. So anyway, Dorkside has them in stock. So they come in the Dorkside box. They come in the box here that says Lionel on it. So it's secure, nice. And then you have your Lionel box. As you can see, this is angled, which is all the Ultimates that I can see are like. And then they just put the sleeve over it. And once you open it, you're going to have your figure. And you can see where it says Lionel actually. The way this sits over it, it shows what figure it is. And on the back, you just have some other custom art. Panthro looks the exact same. And again, it looks nice. I'm not going to argue. You see all the main characters. Jaga, Mumra. So I'm not sure what the other ones will look like when you get the villains and other figures like that. So, quick look at Lionel. He looks like he jumped right off. Like right out of the cartoon. Absolutely amazing face sculpt. I can't argue with that. The body, it seems like he might be a little too muscular. I'm not positive. They were pretty big, in the cartoon. But honestly, it looks like he jumped right out of the cartoon. Comes with a plethora of things. He comes with his, I can't remember what it's called. But he does come with the gauntlet. Actually comes with 4 gauntlets. They come with 6 sets of hands. The Sword of Omens before it grows, which actually fits into one of the gauntlets and actually comes on his belt. A second head and the Book of Omens. So, let's quickly, we're going to take a quick look at it. We'll go over it that way so no one's looking at me this whole time. Alright, so here we have a good look at the back of the box. It gives you a little bio about Lionel. He's smart, fast, skilled. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You can pause it and read it if you want. I do love the artwork. Again, just like it jumped right off the cartoon, right into our lap to play with. Actually, really cool. So, that's the box again. This is Lionel, Thundercats. Very basic in the front. Very nice if you want to show them off in the box, but again, why don't you want to open your plastic while you're collecting toys? Anyway, quickly, now let's take a look at Lionel. And here he has his Sword of Omens. Pop this out really quick. Like I said, he comes with a plethora of hands. So I'll put one of these hands on. So you have this open claw hand. He's got two of them. And obviously one for the right and one for the left. Right here. And then he has two, his holding hand. Now, from all that I can tell, they give us two of these. I'm not really sure why, other than you're worried if one breaks or one gets loose. I will say this, you feel these hands, they're very soft. No issues pulling out. They slide in real nice. I don't see these snapping, that's for sure. Way different than the Valorverse, that if you watch me do any of the Valorverse, how hard they are. Again, night and day here. Now, here's kind of where, the issue comes. No pinless joints. No double joints. So no double jointed elbows. So that's as far as you go up. You can get his arm all the way up into the T. The bicep swivel up top. No real, I guess he has a wrist swivel, but no bicep swivel down here. Not that that's too big of a deal. The ab crunch. No pinless joints at the knee. And that's as far as he goes up. And then you have your ankle rockers. They move back and forth and move side to side. But without having double joints, it definitely keeps you from being able to get him into certain poses. Now, I don't think it's too big of a deal when it comes to the Thundercats, as I don't remember them being in a lot of different type of spots where they need to be kneeling and crouching like a G.I. Joe figure or an Army figure. But it is still pretty disappointing for a $45 price point. Again, I paid $50. I'm going to refer to it as a $45 or a $55 because I believe this is the same articulation that I'm going to get with the G.I. Joes or anything else like that where you don't have double joints. So you feel this figure and it's a nice soft plastic, but when I feel it, I'm just like, I'm not sure if it's a $45 feel, and that's sad to say. Again, I guess I should go over some more here. So his head pops off, and unfortunately, for some odd reason, I thought that's how they did it, but this is just not coming off properly. For some odd reason, they didn't seem to secure this properly. Not really that big of a deal. That's how it goes, but when you look at this one here, it's actually, boom, covered in there. So, here you have this angry head. Okay, which definitely looks like he's fighting. Let's raise this up a little bit here. All right, so it looks like he's fighting. This is your more, he's just a resting face. I do love the sculpt. They look awesome. You do get some good movement with the head. A little side to side. All right. And then you look at the weapons, and you get your Sword of Omens, which is nice and straight, although it's flimsy enough, but if you get one type of crease in here, you can tell it's going to ruin the sword for sure. So that's disappointing. It's kind of worrisome. You have your Book of Omens. Again, it feels soft. Kind of, I don't know, it actually doesn't feel bad because you would think it'd be a soft binder. Your hands, which are very soft, very pliable. I can move them around easily. They seem like they go back into place, but they do feel very cheap, I guess is the best way to say. Here you have the sort of omens before it grows. And this comes on them. And it has a little clip so you can pop it right on if you want to just have them standing there holding it. So I think that looks really nice. They also give you this one. The sword does not come out, but you can clamp this on. Now, unfortunately, I don't remember the difference between these two gauntlets. This one here is clearly textured or has hair on it. And then this one is solid. And this is what I remember. And I'm not sure the reason why they have the two different ones. But it is nice to give you both. I probably have to go back and look at the lore and see exactly where it comes from. So, all this here, and the reason why I have the gargoyles is because they're kind of the same. In the fact that they're humanoids, but not human. And I want to point out how this Goliath here, which you can obviously see how big he is anywhere from $38 to $42. And he comes with almost the same amount of accessories as this $45 Lionel, $50, $55 G.I. Joe. Again, I don't understand why these are $45 and the G.I. Joes will be $55. Both have licensing fees. But let's say this is $40. You're looking at, in my opinion, a much better made figure. And we're talking about NECA here. And I know people aren't a huge fan of NECA, but you have double joints. It's not pinless, but they are double jointed. The same amount of hands. He comes with a book also. A couple other things. He's much bigger, but he feels more solid. So I kind of wanted just to compare the two and show you where the differences lie and why a lot of people don't think Super 7 is that they're not giving you your money's worth. And God, I kind of have to agree. As awesome as they look, if all their figures were $45, I might say okay. But when you're looking at the G.I. Joes at $55, and most of their Ultimates are $55. So, anyway, that's a wrap of the two of them kind of together. I think they fit well together. He looks amazing. So anyway, let's wrap it up and we can discuss this a little more. All right, so there you have it. That's your Lionel. And I think it's aggravating. It's so big. Anyway, that's your Lionel. Again, this is Super 7. A lot of the reason why I wanted to do this was to compare the Super 7. I probably should have compared them a little different. I'm going to do that now. But anyway, here's your Lionel. And I'm going to go anywhere. This is Super 7. We're talking about $45 to $55 figure. And I hear people on the internet say they're not worth it. Well, why aren't they worth it? Well, they feel very plain. Soft plastic, which is nice because I don't have to worry about the hands breaking, but they don't feel like a $55 figure. They give you a plethora of stuff. I understand there's licensing, but there's also licensing with this figure. All right, and the Thalog, which I have over there, so I'm in the picture. Same figure. For some odd reason, Goliath is about $34. The Thalog is going from about $38 to $42. That's what the rest of the gargoyles are going to be. They both have amazing face sculpts. You can't complain at all. So I take I told you the thing is so big. So here's a G.I. Joe Classified. All right. This was $20. They've gone up to $25. Different sizes completely. So this is using a little bit more plastic. But we're looking at a figure that has double joints. They're now coming pinless, which I do believe the new G.I. Joes, I was looking at them, they look like they're pinless. Again, double joints on everything, double joints on knees. Usually a pretty good amount of weapons, not as many as a lot of people would like. But if you look at the Alley Viper and the Bat, they're coming with a load of stuff. So here you're looking at a $25 figure where the Super 7 Ultimate G.I. Joes will be $55. Now again, Hasbro owns G.I. Joe, so you do have a licensing fee. But then you have, I'm gonna grab this one. I can't grab this one. You know, issues with everything. So here we have Valiverse, Action Force, Tim Kennedy, $32, plethora of weapons. Everything is very hard still on this. Feels completely different. With this feels soft, but not bad. But the hands are real soft. These ones, you have to struggle to get them out, but you're not going to have to worry once they come out, as long as they don't break. I did break one of these. Not going to have to worry about this breaking. Different size. This is the same size as the G.I. Joe. And I understand why the owner of this company does bash the owner of this company. And honestly, I have to say that for $55, and again, I understand this one is $45, but let's say the G.I. Joe, I'm not sure what the license is, but you look at any of the Ultimates, they're almost all $55. Even their own license. I'm just wondering, where is the extra money? Because I think the better representation is NECA. Okay? So they're paying a licensing fee to Disney to do these gargoyles. More plastic, almost the same amount of accessories, and these things will be going for at least $15 less than the G.I. Joes. Or better yet, the Disney Ultimates, which are $55. So that's going to conclude this little review of the Lino. I'm not going to tell someone that he is worth it or he's not, because I went out and bought him. I'm not turning around to try and sell them. I'm not going and trying just to get my money back, because I really do like it. They look like they jumped right off of the TV screen, like right out of the cartoon. That is how good they look. But for the price that we have to pay, and with everything going up, and if anyone from Super 7 is watching, and this goes back to all the reaction videos that I've done saying 18 is too much, you better remember that you put a high price point in, and I understand, we all understand that the price of figures are going up. You don't have a leg to stand on right now if you're going to raise your figures, because no one is even close to yours that is in the same ballpark. I don't want to hear about Mezco. That is a one-off. Those are different. I haven't had one yet, but everything that I've heard about them. When I compare Super 7, I'm going to compare them to something like a NECA. And I know a lot of people don't like NECA. I haven't had any issues. They don't have the greatest flexibility with their figures and mobility. But for these gargoyles, they're absolutely amazing. And I don't see how I'm getting a better bang for my buck with the Super 7 Ultimates. They look amazing. But NECA could also do this. Have same realistic features. And probably doing it for a little bit cheaper. And Super 7 also can't rest on there. Well, we don't sell to Target and Walmart, because you do with the reaction and you're still charging us $18. That's overpriced. So anyway, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. I am going to tell you the figure's nice. I can't complain with the figure. I pointed out some things that I don't think is great, but it's not bad. But I'm comparing it to a $45 to $50 figure, and I'm just saying, where's that extra $15 to $20? I don't see it. Again, they're a little bit bigger. They're 7-inch. If you like if you like the Ultimates, I'm not going to tell you not to spend your money. I'm going to tell you that I have to watch what I'm doing and decide whether or not I'm going to go with the whole G.I. Joe line. As much as I like the way these look, and obviously I'll be getting the next two shortly. But that's it. I'm rambling on. I guess I did a little bit more than just. Review the figure. I kind of went into comparing them. Probably shouldn't have, but oh well. Anyway, that's it. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Follow the channel. Instagram, A Punk with Toys. Again, these figures do look wonderful, but for $45 or $50 what I spent, they should look wonderful. Anyway, I'm out of here. Happy toy hunting.